The bump in the road changes a little bit, but you got to stay ready.
You feel like you get more energy from having performing in front of the fans tonight?
Yeah. You know, they definitely bring, you know, some energy to practice, some energy to the stadium, and that's always good in training camp when you can, you know, get a little bit extra boost of energy, competing against each other every day, hitting each other every day, being able to play under the lights, something like high school football, you know, with our fans. It's always enjoyable for all the guys to be able to come out here to Tulane, and you know we did it at Mandeville a couple years ago, so it's always a good time when we get to do this.
Mark, when you consider your circumstance, are you taking this training camp different? Are you working on the same way you ordinarily would?
Just grinding, man, every day, trying to get better, trying to find ways to challenge myself to improve every day, just to make sure that I'm the best me, so I could be ready to help this team. So that's my #1 goal, is just to be the best me. Keep improving myself every single day, keep challenging myself every single day so I could be the best player, best possible teammate for our team to help us accomplish our goals.
What were some of the things you wanted to work on coming into this camp? What were some of the things you wanted to get accomplished coming in?
I just want to keep refining the details, keep expanding my knowledge of the game, knowing defenses, knowing exactly the entire offense. Of course, you know, running, catching, everything like that. You know, just trying to improve all aspects of my game.
Thank you.
13 years, all of it, huh?
I guess this explains the kind of the activity and the energy you're going to have here in a practice like this.
Listen, we love coming out here. #1, it's a schedule change, so we get a lot of time during the day to meet guys. You know, go through a lot of recovery circuits, and you know, with an evening practice, you seem to get a little bit more energy. The stadium here is perfect for it, and the weather held up, and we got it in. That was good. You know, we talked the other night just about turnovers, and then, you know, turning turnovers into points. We kind of talked about, there's been a handful of teams in our league's history that's had a lot of scoring plays on defense, and what the percentages are of winning games when you score. You know, obviously in 2009 we scored a lot on defense, so they made some good plays on the ball tonight, and I thought the tempo was good. Early on we had a couple little nuances that will get cleaned up just in the red zone period. But
is there anything different to creating a scoring play on defense from just trying to create turnovers? Or?
Well, there's a mindset. I mean, you get a little confidence, and generally you don't have to block 10, but you need 10 looking to block 2. And I saw that firsthand take place, and then once you have 1, you begin to think of any type of fumble recovery or interception as being a chance. There aren't a lot of guys on the field generally that are in a position to make a play, and so it's a mindset. And I thought tonight there was a little bit of sarcasm in some of their celebration, but I'll take it.
As far as the decision, I guess, on Brandon Coleman, can you talk about that?
Yeah, look, he's got a little bit of time still in his rehab. He'll be able to go ahead and rehab, get healthy, and I would anticipate that, you know, it's not the last time we see him. You know, he and I had a good visit today. We're all on the same page.
Is that related to what happened to him at the end of last season?
Well, he's got 2 injuries. You know, he's got a hip and he's got a neck. Both of them are going to require some time. It'd be too early for me to say 3 weeks, 4 weeks, but his progress is going well, and it's just going to take a little bit longer. And right now, you know, with where we're at, we've got to keep making room so we can play these games.
Sean, talk about the development of Dan Arnold. Obviously a pass receiving tight end. When you look at limited roster spots, and let's say he does struggle to run block, could you still utilize him?
Yeah, look, he's a guy that came here as a receiver. It's easy for him to put weight on. He made an impression on us last year before he got hurt, and I think the decision was pretty simple in the spring of, like, let's get him maybe to a position group where he can get on the field a little quicker. Certainly there's going to be some things you feature with him, and then there's going to be other things you don't, but our league has seen players have success. I watched Novacek, you know, go through a camp at receiver for the Cardinals and go down to the last cut, didn't make it, and then all of a sudden, you know, he surfaces in Dallas with the right vision and has a great career. So it's happened before, and he's a bright enough kid that he is big enough he can carry the weight.
It looks like Kirkwood took advantage of his reps.
I thought so tonight. Listen, he's had a couple of these snaps where even at practice prior to tonight, you saw some things. So got to keep working with him, but that's encouraging.
John, is there any reason you came out here earlier than last year in terms of wearing the training camp schedule?
Was it earlier last year?
Earlier this year.
I think last year was more spontaneous. Last year it wasn't on the calendar, and it was a change-up. This year, you know, kind of looking at it, to start camp, this was on our calendar like when camp started. So last year was really just deciding to do it the week of.
How impressive is the recovery of Alex Okafor right now? It seems like he's way ahead of progress and been performing every day on the field.
He is. You know, both he and Cam Meredith and even Andrus are all ahead of schedule. And then Alex obviously is getting reps. Those other guys will be getting reps real soon, so that's encouraging.
Are you surprised with that kind of injury that he's this strong, this fast?
It's interesting. You know, it varies the rehab. The same thing with an ACL. When you look at what he's done, and he's worked at it, Alex is, man, he's been here 24/7. When you see Cam and his turnaround with an ACL, you know, it varies from athlete to athlete. It's a good testament to their time on task.
Was John Fullington the same situation as Coleman?
A little different. He's going to go to Myers here this week, and he's going to be someone in a time frame that'll be similar. But he is someone that I think also has a good chance to end up back here.
Coach, you're deep at a lot of positions. Do you rotate them in individually, or can you rotate
Some positions, well, we're deep in some, but we're thin in others. And right now, like any training camp, you're managing reps based on some guys that have been. Some guys won't play in this upcoming game because of injury, and so it's pretty typical. There's one position or two positions where you're real heavy, and there's a few where you're thin, and you just got to manage that and try to get as many guys the looks that you want to get. And then, look, some of the veteran guys that we've got a pretty good feel for that may not get as many reps in the game.
With as much as teams are passing now, the free safety position probably more important than ever. Do you see Marcus taking more ownership of the defense out there?
It's all happened. It began happening last year, and yeah, I mean, look, his growth and his ability is outstanding, and he's a tremendous worker, smart. All right, thank you.